Parents, platform guests, visitors, and friends of our soon-to-be graduates. Let me remind our graduates that hasn't quite happened yet, so soon-to-be graduates. Welcome to the 2018 Graduate of Distinction Ceremony. On behalf of our school board, I bring you greetings and congratulate you on arriving at this point in your educational journey. Please join me in recognizing members of the school board as I introduce them. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing. I'll begin with our school board chair, Ms. Renae Hughes, our vice chair, Ms. Terry Hall, Mr. Jeffrey Hubbard, Dr. Ed Paul Hamus, several board members that are not with us tonight, Dr. Philip Campbell, Ms. Sharon Dones, and Mr. Stephen Gould. Please join me in recognizing our school board members. Let me also pause to recognize new school board members effective July 1, 2018. I don't think any of them are present this evening, but if you are, would you please stand? Mr. Brandon Atkins, Ms. Crystal Cobbs, and Mr. Taquan Graves. Not sure if they're here tonight. Please also indulge me as I introduce other members of our staff and platform guests. And as I call your name, if you would please stand and remain standing. Dr. Sandra Andrews, our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Kathy Osborne, Chief Operations Officer, Dr. Juliette Jennings, Chief Human Resources Officer, Dr. Melissa Newton, Executive Director of Accountability and School Improvement, Ms. Charlene Bowman, Director of Middle and High Schools, Ms. Ann Moore Sparks, who is our Community Engagement and Business Partnership Specialist, Mr. Jay Lancaster, Principal of George Washington High School, Ms. Angela Ramsey, Principal of Galileo High School, Ms. Kim Fortney, Assistant Principal at George Washington High School, Mr. Tim Sadler, Assistant Principal at George Washington High School, and Ms. Carolyn Stevens, Assistant Principal at George Washington High School. Please join me in recognizing our staff. Folks at my table reminded me I'd forget something, and I did. Mr. Robert Dalton, Assistant Principal at George Washington High School. Ladies and gentlemen, as I begin my remarks, I am honored to highlight a group among us this evening that are indeed most deserving of our thanks and support. According to the 2010 census, this group is composed of nearly 8 million and the country's largest professional workforce. Other than parents, this group of professionals has a significant impact on the lives of young people. A 2010 survey conducted indicated that nearly 80% of Americans aged 18 and older identified at least one teacher who had a significant impact and had a positive impact on a student's life. 90% believe that a good teacher can change the course of a student's life. In fact, teachers were only second among immediate family members as a group having the greatest positive impact on the lives of those surveys as they grew up, even ahead of close friends. Just imagine for a moment what our world would be like without them. Most of their critics don't really understand what they do, how much they work, and how challenging the work has become, especially in this era of greater accountability and greater scrutiny. Yet, like many of us in the business of education, they are often criticized, underappreciated, and underrecognized. For me personally, teachers are truly our everyday heroes. They work tirelessly in an era of increasing demands and diminishing resources. Why? Because the ultimate measure of what a teacher does is that they help our community and inspire our young people to be productive, responsible, and caring citizens. One teacher that inspired me, and those of you who've attended this event in the past have heard me say this, one teacher that inspired me was Miss Linda Lymangood, and I know many of our students won't be able to relate to this. Ms. Lymangood served as my typing teacher. She was poised and respectful to all of her students. She had a knack for giving you feedback that was honest, sincere, and meaningful. The quality that I remember most about her is that she cared. She was kind but firm, demanding but nurturing. She was indeed my favorite teacher and one who would be proud and not surprised by my accomplishments. Miss Linda Clark Lymangood has departed this world physically, but she had a tremendous impact on my life. Simply put, she saw in me what I did not see in myself as a young man. She treated me and my classmates with the utmost respect, even in those moments when we were off task or engaged in a conversation that was inappropriate for school. I know you find it surprised that I would have done that as a young man. Miss Lymangood was just a person that had a special place in my life. I am honored to serve among those of our teachers who believe that this work is indeed the most important work on the planet. Teachers are certainly most deserving of our honor and appreciation. The most important quality they possess is that they care. I'm going to ask all educators if you would please stand. Thank you. As we were mingling earlier this evening, I had one teacher who told me that her teacher, her second grade teacher, if I recall correctly, is present. If you can recall, if you can stand for me, the teacher who told me that, and if you would have your teacher, if she's here, please stand. It is the gift that keeps giving. To our graduates of distinction, I offer only a brief but profound nugget of wisdom. The place to improve the world is first in one's heart, secondly in one's head and hands, and then work outward from there. More than ever, our community, nation, and universe need your greatest efforts so we may improve our world. Congratulations. At this time, I invite Charlene Bowman, Director of Middle and High Schools, to the podium to recognize our sponsors. Dr. Andrews. All right, thank you.
Congratulations again to our graduates. I am going to be the eternal optimist because to become a graduate of distinction, you have to have a work ethic that is determined and focused. So I know each and every one of you will walk across that stage June 1st and June 2nd. To the parents, let me review, and to our guests, just what it takes to be a graduate of distinction. First of all, it's the academic achievement. Maintaining a cumulative grade point average of 3.0 or higher. Attendance, maintaining an attendance rate of 94% or higher during their senior year. Citizenship, students must be in good standing and maintain a perfect discipline record. I'm going to skip number 4 and come back to that one. Pillar 5, extracurricular and co-curricular activities. The student supports the school's educational mission by participating in and providing, and here's a key word, leadership in extracurricular and co-activities. But then the final one, and this is the one that often prevents our students from participating, where you went the true extra mile, is students participate in a service learning project by serving as a volunteer supporting the community at large. In other words, to our guests, the difference between hanging out with their friends and going and mowing an elderly neighbor's yard just because they know they need the help and with no pay. So to our graduates tonight, congratulations for this very distinguished honor. We are truly proud of you. And now, Ms. Bowman, if you will come to the stage.
Good evening. To our sponsors, on behalf of Danville Public Schools, we want to extend a heartfelt thank you for your commitment to our students. Your contribution will help to make a vision a reality. This evening, we would like to honor and recognize you for your support. You have our highest regards of respect and appreciation. As I call the name of your organization, please come forward. Alpha Phi Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Danville Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Danville Public Schools Education Foundation. Fisher and Watkins Funeral Home Incorporated. We will accept that on their behalf. The Institute for Advanced Learning and Research. The Links Incorporated, Danville Chapter. J.T. Minimalt Charitable Trust. H.B. Moorfield Charitable Trust. We will accept that one on their behalf. Negril Incorporated. The Optimists Club. Again, to all our sponsors, we truly appreciate your support. Thank you. And now, I'd like to recognize our parents. Today, you truly deserve to be recognized. You can never be thanked enough for all that you have done and will continue to do. You have been dedicated and supported your child in all stages of his or her life. I'm sure your child has often wondered if you were Wonder Woman or Superman. Students, the answer is yes. your parents, your family members, they have superpowers. You will never know of some of the unbelievable things they have done to love, care, support, encourage, and to prepare for your success. And in some cases, they have made the impossible possible. For those things, parents, guardians, family members, we are all grateful for all that you have done, and tonight we honor and recognize you. If you are a parent, family member, please stand at this particular time. To our teachers, again, we'd like to recognize you. You too have been a major source of superpowerness in students' lives. Daily, you too have done extraordinary things. Research shows that by the time students graduate from high school, they will have spent about 10,000 hours at school being instructed by more than 30 teachers. That's why almost everyone has a story about a teacher who has touched his or her life. Teachers, you have been chosen to be here tonight because those students have a story about you. You were one of those teachers who touched their lives. There's a deep appreciation for all that you have done to inspire the generation of amazing students. Students and parents and everyone, please recognize these teachers as they stand and tell them thank you. So teachers, if you were invited here tonight, please stand. To all of you students, we say congratulations and best wishes.
Good evening. I have the honor of introducing to you the speaker who will bring words of wisdom to the graduates tonight. She is currently the chairwoman of the Danville School Board, which I think is a feat in itself. She has been a member of the school board for 15 years, which is also amazing. And prior to that, she spent about a month in 1990 substitute teaching for Danville Public Schools. So I'm not going to give you any more information. She'll bring it to you in her own way. Ms. Renae Hughes, our school board chair.
Thank you, Dr. Newton. First, I'd like to offer my sincere congratulations to all of the soon-to-be high school graduates in the room this evening, and to all of the family members, friends, teachers, administrators, and members, and other members, mentors who had help in shaping their lives. High school graduation is a very important milestone that can be likened to the division of a book, the closing of one chapter in your life and the beginning of another. You will experience new successes and challenges alike, but how well you handle each will determine the positive direction your future will be. In preparing for what I had to say this evening, I pored over countless speeches and quotes. I looked to find just the right theme, just the right type of inspiration, just the right amount of humor, and because I'm not a prolific writer or a comedian, I just asked myself, what would the people in this room want to hear tonight? As hard as I tried, I couldn't make a speech around the theme, I sure hope she's not more long-winded tonight. So, I settled for a quote by Oprah Winfrey, one of the most successful, inspirational women of any generation. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for, but I'm going to amend it a little bit to say, you get in life what you have the courage to ask or work for. Under the strict guidance of her grandmother, by whom she was raised until she was 6, Winfrey learned to read by the age of 2.5 years old. Other than what children normally ask for at birthdays and Christmas, I imagine that she got her first taste of what this quote really meant in her life when she skipped kindergarten after writing a note to her teacher on the first day of school saying that she really belonged in the first grade. She was promoted to third grade after that year. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. Oprah's life and success are chronicled in millions of hits on the World Wide Web, and it's very interesting and inspirational. But I want to bring the significance of this quote just a bit closer to home. Are you ready for it? Renae Hughes was born here in Danville, Virginia, to Otis Hughes, who was a middle school teacher in Danville Public Schools for over 30 years. Otis Hughes was a local business owner, and in his mind, the best farmer this side of the Mississippi. I was a good student, but I really had to be, since for as long as I could remember, I was told I was going to college. My parents weren't nice enough to let me figure out what it was that I actually wanted to do. In elementary school, I actually went through a phase when I didn't want to have my name called by a teacher when I made an A on a test or a quiz because I didn't like the way the other kids looked at me or rolled their eyes. I went home and told my mother with no uncertainty that I was going to stop trying if the teachers kept calling my name. That's when I got the lecture about what kind of future I planned to have, and I had the realization that I had to live with the kids' eyes rolling because people who don't have the same goals and ideas are never going to understand you. You get in life what you have the courage to ask and work for. As a rising 10th grader, I had been playing the clarinet for several years and had gotten pretty good at it, so I decided that I wanted to play in the award-winning George Washington High School Marching Eagles. Yes, they were in existence in the dark ages when I was a student, and they were just as good as they are now. I practiced and auditioned and made the cut. You get in life what you have the courage to work for. As I finished my high school career, I decided that I wanted to be a pharmacist. I was one of the few African Americans studying at Virginia Commonwealth University for this career. But despite the lopsided enrollment and not many people looking like me, I persevered and completed my degree. Then I landed smack dab back in Danville. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Richmond and Charlottesville, and I interviewed at hospitals in both cities. But actually, the Memorial Hospital of Danville offered a higher salary than the hospitals in either city, and the cost of living here was excellent, as it is today. I'm now in my 27th year as a pharmacist at Sova Health, formerly Danville Regional Medical Center, formerly Danville Memorial Hospital. And this journey, I am extremely proud to say I've enjoyed being in Danville. You get in life what you have the courage to ask or work for. This is the part of the speech where all the soon-to-be graduates suck their teeth, roll their eyes, and swear under their breath, of course, and say in a sharp staccato rhythm, "No, I will not be coming back to Danville." But I ask that you hear me out before tuning me out. So why come back to Danville? The answers are in the description of Danville on the City of Danville's website. Danville is within a day's drive of 2/3 of the nation's population. Danville boasts historical landmarks, recreational opportunities, and beautiful rolling countryside. Places rated Almanac magazine ranked Danville 61st most affordable place to live in the United States, with the 11th lowest housing cost. Yahoo Real Estate ranks Danville as a top retirement spot. Despite the fact that you're just beginning your new chapter, it's not too early to think about retiring. Danville is among the top 25 world-class communities recognized by Industry Week magazine. Danville's high ranking compared to over 300 metropolitan communities around the country. It's a testament to our citizens' work ethic and our business community's dedication to productivity and business expansion. A vibrant downtown is critical to the quality of life and economic well-being of a community. The River District Association's vision includes economically viable and unique businesses, attractions, restaurants, and residential areas that serve to attract local citizens to visit the River District and entice future residents to relocate to the area or come back after graduation to make your mark in the place of your birth. Danville has been recognized nationally as a playful city. Playful City USA is a national recognition program that honors cities and towns across the nation who put their children's well-being first by recognizing and harnessing the power of play. Danville is committed to recreation, to providing opportunities for unstructured play. How many Parks and Rec summer camps did you go to when you were younger? Or how many programs did you watch, movies did you watch in the summer movies in the Park series? Danville is becoming a hotbed of culture in Southern Virginia. Danville plays host to music fans, art enthusiasts, theater buffs, and cinema goers of all ages. Be it the Carrington Pavilion Summer Concert Series, the Danville Symphony Orchestra, or an art series at the Danville Museum of Fine Arts and History, or a theater production for children, Danville can fill all your cultural needs. Danville has rich diversity of educational institutions, including Averett University, Danville Community College, and the Institute for Advanced Learning and Research. These unique community strengths, which have transformed our region's economy, offer opportunity for the global business community. A number of you may even attend Averett College this fall, or been to the governor's school classes here at the Institute. If it seems that I'm trying to convince you to obtain your degree or career readiness skills and then come back to Danville to open a business, work for a new startup, or create the next big thing, then you heard precisely what I intended. If you move back home, you may feel like you're taking a step backward or that you will miss out on certain experiences. However, in the long run, it may just be to the best option for your situation, because you may leave college with high student debt, and moving back home can save you some money and help you get on the right track for your future after college. Even if you love living on your own for a while in college, there's probably at least one tough instance where you just wanted to go home and see your parents and sleep in your own bed. Being a young adult and a recent graduate can be overwhelming. Having the stability of a good home and being surrounded by your family and friends can alleviate some of that stress in your life. I moved back home, as did many of the adults in this room today, and it's been one of the best decisions I ever made. Some of you may be thinking about what Danville isn't or what it doesn't have. Tonight, I want to challenge you to imagine the Danville that you would be eager to come back to. What do you feel passionately about? What do you have to offer to affect the change you'd like to see? You get in life what you have the courage to ask or work for. At the conclusion of this time on the podium, which I promise will be soon, we will hear and read about the superior accomplishments of many students who have also had the courage to ask for and work for what they want in life. All of you have been prepared exceptionally well to achieve future success and the power to affect change whatever life takes you. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for or work for. As each of you embarks upon the next important chapter of your life, I'd like to leave you with a few quotes that I find interesting. If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. That's by William Arthur Ward. The next one is to find joy in everything you choose to do, every job, relationship, or home. It's your responsibility to love it or change it. That's by Chuck Palahniuk. The last one is my favorite. If you go anywhere, even paradise, you will miss home. That's by Malala Yousafzai. I applaud you for your efforts, encourage you to stretch your wings, but remember your roots, and dare you to reach to the next big thing. But most of all, I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Thank you, and God bless.
Ms. Hughes, don't get comfortable yet. Come back. With sincere appreciation, Danville Public Schools recognizes Renae Hughes for your commitment and dedicated service to the 2018 Graduate Distinction Program. Thank you again. A slight change in your program. Galileo will be going first, so we will ask at this time if our students will line up in alphabetical order. Galileo, if you will come over against this wall, our graduate distinctions. We have a couple of ladies that are going to make sure you're in alphabetical order. So Galileo students, if you will come over to this wall first. And at this time, I'm going to also ask Ms. Ramsey to come forward. And now, George Washington High School students, if you will line up behind Galileo, again in alphabetical order, and Ms. Hairston and Ms. Green will help make sure you're in the correct order. Dr. Jones, if you will come up with me, please. Something with the paper on. He's got the laptop up here and they don't even know where to lay their paper. How about you lay it right there?
Good evening. It is my pleasure to present to you the Galileo Magnet High School Class of 2018 Graduates of Distinction. Alana Jade Allgood. Alana plans to attend Old Dominion University and major in dental hygiene. Graduate of Distinction, Alana Jade Allgood. Ariel Nakaya Bennett. Ariel plans to attend Old Dominion University and major in sociology and minor in theater. Graduate of Distinction, Ariel Nakaya Bennett. Caleb Wayne Brinkley. Caleb plans to attend Wake Forest University, major in philosophy and pre-law, with a minor in history and political science. Graduate of Distinction, Caleb Wayne Brinkley. Emilio Devante Florence. Emilio plans to attend Full Sail University and major in game development and minor in acting. Graduate of Distinction, Emilio Devante Florence. Bailey Nicole French. Bailey's current college choice is undecided, but she plans to major in radiology. Graduate of Distinction, Bailey Nicole French. Matthew Florencio Garcia. Matthew plans to attend High Point University and major in sociology, minor in theater. Graduate of Distinction, Matthew Florencio Garcia. Jack Walton Garrett III. Jack plans to attend Virginia Commonwealth University, major in biology and minor in mathematics. Graduate of Distinction, Jack Walton Garrett III. Mark Edward Gibson. Mark plans to attend Longwood University and major in business. Graduate of Distinction, Mark Edward Gibson. Jaden Isaiah Harrell. Jaden plans to attend Danville Community College, major in engineering and minor in mathematics. Graduate of Distinction, Jaden Isaiah Harrell. Sierra May Hatfield. Sierra plans to attend Patrick Henry Community College and major in EMS, paramedic, and pre-med. Graduate of Distinction, Sierra May Hatfield. Sarah Abigail Hawkins. Sarah plans to attend Virginia Commonwealth University and major in visual arts. Graduate of Distinction, Sarah Abigail Hawkins. Sharak Khalid Hemden. Sharak plans to attend Averett University and major in biology and minor in psychology. Graduate of Distinction, Sharak Khalid Hemden. Keontae Tremere Ingram. Keontae plans to attend Radford University and major in engineering. Graduate of Distinction, Keontae Tremere Ingram. Sydney Cecil Moore, Jr. Sydney plans to attend Virginia Commonwealth University, major in environmental science and minor in photography. Graduate of Distinction, Sydney Cecil Moore, Jr. Hamadullah Nasir. Hamad plans to attend George Mason University and major in computer science. Graduate of Distinction, Hamadullah Nasir. Kira Danielle Neely. Kira's college of choice is currently undecided. She plans to major in chemistry and minor in business. Graduate of Distinction, Kira Danielle Neely. Daniel Rance Odongo. Daniel plans to attend Old Dominion University and major in dental hygiene. Graduate of Distinction, Daniel Rance Odongo. Kush Patel. Cush plans to attend New Jersey Institute of Technology and double major in cybersecurity and mathematics. Graduate of distinction, Cush Patel. Allison Lynn Preston. Allison plans to attend Danville Community College and major in special education. Graduate of distinction, Allison Lynn Preston. Magali Cindy Ruiz. Magali plans to attend Danville Community College and later transfer to Bridgewater College. She plans to major in international business. Graduate of distinction, Magali Cindy Ruiz. Colin Henry Stevens. Colin plans to attend Duke Qinshan University in China and major in biology and minor in creative writing. Graduate of distinction, Colin Henry Stevens. Shane Christian II. Shane plans to attend Old Dominion University and major in information technology and systems and minor in business. Graduate of distinction, Shane Christian II. Isaiah Elijah Warner. Isaiah plans to attend Virginia Commonwealth University and major in kinesiology, physical therapy. Graduate of distinction, Isaiah Elijah Warner. Talasia Celeste Weathersby. Talasia plans to attend Radford University and major in studio art, minor in art history. Graduate of distinction, Talasia Celeste Weathersby. And let's give another round of applause to the 2018 Galileo graduates of distinction.
At this time, we will ask Mr. Lancaster and his assistant principals to come forward. No, they're doing it.
Shamor Elijah Adams. Mr. Adams plans to attend Temple University and major in biology. Graduate of distinction, Shamor Elijah Adams. Caitlin Paige Alston. She plans to attend Virginia Commonwealth University and major in political science. Graduate of distinction, Caitlin Paige Alston. Devontae Tariq Ballard. Mr. Ballard plans to attend Virginia Union University, where he will major in psychology and human services. Graduate of distinction, Devontae Tariq Ballard. Josiah Savion Beard. Mr. Beard plans to attend the military. And we'd like to thank him for his service. Graduate of distinction, Josiah Sedion Beard. Samuel Branch III. Mr. Branch plans to attend Hampton University and major in electrical engineering. Graduate of distinction, Samuel Branch III. Rodrigo Cisneros Morales. Mr. Morales plans to attend DCC and transfer to North Carolina A&T University, where he plans to major in mechanical engineering. Graduate of distinction, Rodrigo Cisneros Morales. Anna Grace Crooks. Ms. Crooks plans to attend Virginia Tech in Blacksburg and major in biological sciences. Graduate of distinction, Anna Grace Crooks. Isaiah Zachariah Davis. Mr. Davis also plans to attend Virginia Union University, where he plans to major in mass communication and minor in fine arts. Graduate of distinction, Isaiah Zachariah Davis. Justin Brent Ephraim. Mr. Ephraim will be taking his talents to Charlottesville and the University of Virginia, where he plans to major in computer information systems and minor in entrepreneurship. Graduate of distinction, Justin Brent Ephraim. Augustine Luis Aracalde Gill. Mr. Gill first plans to go to DCC and then transfer to Virginia Tech, where he plans to major in business management. Graduate of distinction, Augustine Luis Aracalde Gill. Zoe Amanda Everett. Ms. Everett plans to attend DCC and transfer to the University of Maryland and major in law. Graduate of distinction, Zoe Amanda Everett. Jamil Antonio Farrell. Mr. Farrell plans to attend North Carolina A&T University, majoring in civil engineering with a minor in music. Graduate of distinction, Jamil Antonio Farrell. Ajamil Hassan Funderburk. Mr. Funderburk plans to take his talents to Blacksburg and attend Virginia Tech, where he will major in biology with a minor in animal sciences. Graduate of distinction, Ajamil Hassan Funderburk. Nathan Wesley Fussell. Mr. Fussell will be attending Virginia Commonwealth University, where he plans to major in musical performance. Graduate of distinction, Nathan Wesley Fussell. Shaina Marie Gomez. Ms. Gomez will also be traveling to Charlottesville to attend the University of Virginia, where she plans to major in neuroscience with a minor in drama. Graduate of distinction, Shaina Marie Gomez. Corey Isaiah Hall. Mr. Hall will be traveling south to Greensboro to attend North Carolina A&T University, where he plans to major in mechanical engineering. Graduate of distinction, Corey Isaiah Hall. Miller Falcon Hodges. Mr. Hodges will be heading to Blacksburg to attend Virginia Tech University with his current major undecided. Graduate of distinction, Miller Falcon Hodges. Hung Sure, or Jerry as he's affectionately called, will be headed to Charlottesville, hopefully kicking field goals on Saturday, as he attends the University of Virginia. His current major is undecided. Graduate of distinction, Hung Sure. William Harrison Jackson. Mr. Jackson will be headed to Lexington to attend Washington and Lee University, where he plans to major in business with a minor in history. And we will also see him playing on Saturdays. Graduate of distinction, William Harrison Jackson. Isaiah Hunter Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins is headed to Charlottesville to attend the University of Virginia with a major in biology and pre-med with a minor in history. Graduate of distinction, Isaiah Hunter Jenkins. Evan Thomas Johnson. Mr. Johnson will be attending Danville Community College with his current major undecided. Graduate of distinction, Evan Thomas Johnson. Amber Nicole Jones. Ms. Jones is headed to Richmond to attend Virginia Commonwealth University with a major in forensic science and a minor in political science. Graduate of distinction, Amber Nicole Jones. Lauren Elizabeth Jones. Ms. Jones will be headed to Sweetbriar University, where she plans to major in computer science with a minor in psychology. Graduate of distinction, Lauren Elizabeth Jones. Michaela Nicole Lee. Miss Lee's heading to Ashland, Virginia to attend Randolph-Macon College. Her major is medical. Graduate of distinction, Michaela Nicole Lee. Nicholas Jalen Lee. Mr. Lee is headed to George Mason University, where he plans to major in criminal justice. Graduate of distinction, Nicholas Jalen Lee. Carter Page Light. Mr. Light is headed to Charlottesville to attend the University of Virginia with a planned major in business and finance and a minor in political science. Graduate of distinction, Carter Page Light. Adrian Alonzo Llamas Jimenez. Mr. Jimenez is heading south to Raleigh to attend North Carolina State University with a major in biochemistry. Graduate of distinction, Adrian Alonzo Llamas Jimenez. Robin Leopold Patino Madejas. Mr. Madejas is headed to George Mason University with a planned major in marketing. Graduate of distinction, Robin Leopold Patino Madejas. Tamaya Deshay Mason. Ms. Mason is headed east to Old Dominion University with a planned major in forensic psychology and a minor in music. Graduate of distinction, Tamaya Deshay Mason. Jada Michelle May. Ms. May is also headed to Richmond to attend Virginia Commonwealth University with a planned major in dentistry. Graduate of distinction, Jada Michelle May. James Thomas Milam, Jr. Mr. Milam is headed to Blacksburg to attend Virginia Tech University with a planned major in business. Graduate of distinction, James Thomas Milam, Jr. Samantha Taylor Mills. Ms. Mills is headed to either East Carolina University or the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill with a planned major in biology. Graduate of distinction, Samantha Taylor Mills. Gloria Olivia Myler. Ms. Myler plans to be a Spartan at Norfolk State University, majoring in fashion design with a minor in business management. Graduate of distinction, Gloria Olivia Myler. Voss Marion Neal. Mr. Neal is also headed to Charlottesville to attend the University of Virginia, major in engineering. Graduate of distinction, Voss Marion Neal. Brielle Furston O'Donnell. Ms. O'Donnell is headed to the coast to attend Christopher Newport University. Her current major is undecided, but she plans to minor in Spanish. Graduate of distinction, Brielle Furston O'Donnell. Fatima Tatiana Osborne. Ms. Osborne is headed to Richmond to attend Virginia Commonwealth University with a planned major in mass communications. Graduate of distinction, Fatima Tatiana Osborne. Elizabeth Rose Payne. Ms. Payne is headed to Harrisonburg and James Madison University with a planned major in health sciences with a minor in pre-physician assistant track. Graduate of distinction, Elizabeth Rose Payne. Mahogany Dejanique Polk. Ms. Polk will be joining a lot of her friends in Richmond at Virginia Commonwealth University, where she plans to major in biology with a minor in music. Graduate of distinction, Mahogany Dejanique Polk. Brianna K. Poole. Ms. Poole is also headed to Richmond to attend Virginia Commonwealth University with a major in orthodontics. Graduate of distinction, Brianna K. Poole. Amelia Smith Porch. Ms. Porch is headed to James Madison University in Harrisonburg with a planned major in biology. Graduate of distinction, Amelia Smith Porch. Dakota Blue Rains. Mr. Rains will take his talents to the University of Richmond with a planned major in biology. Graduate of distinction, Dakota Blue Rains. Daniel Scott Riddle. Mr. Riddle's making the trip to Blacksburg to attend Virginia Tech University with a planned major in human nutrition, foods, and exercise. Graduate of distinction, Daniel Scott Riddle. Zoe Page Scales. Ms. Scales plans to become a Highlander and attend Radford University. Her current major is undecided. Graduate of distinction, Zoe Page Scales. Kimberly Mariana Cifuentes Caballero. Ms. Caballero plans to attend DCC before transferring to James Madison University. Her current major is childhood development. Graduate of distinction, Kimberly Mariana Cifuentes Caballero. Victoria Zade Tanner. Ms. Tanner plans to attend Old Dominion University and major in dental hygiene. Graduate of distinction, Victoria Zade Tanner. Justice Keandra Tarpley. Ms. Tarpley plans to attend Danville Community College before transferring to North Carolina A&T University. Her planned major is nursing. Graduate of distinction, Justice Keandra Tarpley. Christian Stephen Thompson. Mr. Thompson will be making the trip to Charlottesville to attend the University of Virginia with a planned major of history. Graduate of distinction, Christian Stephen Thompson. Amaya Sadeh Totten. Ms. Totten will be headed to Richmond to attend Virginia Commonwealth University with a planned major in psychology with a minor in criminal justice and criminology. Graduate of distinction, Amaya Sadeh Totten. Shipra Rajendra Trivedi. Ms. Trivedi will also be heading up 29 to Charlottesville to attend the University of Virginia with a planned major of engineering. Graduate of distinction, Shipra Rajendra Trivedi. Evelyn Margarita Villalobos Garcia. Ms. Garcia will be headed up 29 to attend Charlottesville at the University of Virginia with a planned major in biology and biomedical sciences. Graduate of distinction, Evelyn Margarita Villalobos Garcia. Yvette Irene Waters. Ms. Waters is headed to Virginia Commonwealth University with a planned major in political science and a minor in English. Graduate of distinction, Yvette Irene Waters. Jalen Lamont Williams. Mr. Williams is headed to Charlottesville to attend the University of Virginia with a planned major in engineering and a minor in business. Graduate of distinction, Jalen Lamont Williams. William Aubrey Woods. Mr. Woods plans to become a catamount and attend Western Carolina University with a planned major in marketing and a minor in management. Graduate of distinction, William Aubrey Woods. And at this time, would all the graduates of distinction from both schools please stand for another round of applause.
At this time, we have a couple of special awards to present. The first one is the Graduate of Distinction Scholarship presentation of the top 8 grade point averages, and these recipients will receive $600 each. I'm going to ask their principals to come at this time and recognize their students.
Colin Stevens. Come on around. Magali Ruiz.
Isaiah Jenkins. Jerry Horn. Carter Light. Samantha Mills. Voss Neal. Evelyn Villalobos.
At this time, we would like to recognize our graduate of distinctions with the top grade point averages attending an elementary school in Danville Public Schools. These students will receive $500 each.
Okay. From Galileo High School, Hamadullah Nasir, Taylor Johnson Elementary Schools. Also from Galileo, Sharak Hemden, W. Townsley Elementary School.
The highest GPA who attended W. Townsley Elementary School from George Washington High School, Christian Thompson. The Schoolfield Elementary attendee from George Washington High School with the highest GPA, Jalen Williams. The George Washington High School student who attended GLH Johnson Elementary School with the highest GPA, Corey Hall. The George Washington High School student who attended Park Avenue Elementary with the highest GPA, Daniel Riddle. Also attending Park Avenue Elementary from George Washington High School, Amaya Totten. The George Washington High School student who attended Woodbury Elementary School with the highest GPA, Rodrigo Morales. And there was another tie, George Washington High School student who attended G.L.H. Johnson Elementary School, Justin Ephraim. And again, would all of those students who were just honored with the top GPA at your respective elementary school please stand for another round of applause.
At this time, we would like to call Dr. Julie Brown, the Director of Advanced Learning Institute of Advanced Learning and Research, for her presentation. While she's coming tonight, we also would like to announce that all of our graduate of distinctions who will be attending a college or university this year, we will be able to offer you a $100 scholarship. Please make sure you fill out your data sheet and return it to the school board office by June 1st, 2018. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Both the nation and the Commonwealth of Virginia have identified the need to support and improve science, technology, engineering, and math opportunities and outcomes for students. Today, Virginia has over 400,000 STEM jobs, and these jobs pay an average of $41 per hour compared with other jobs at $20 per hour. Employment in STEM occupations is projected to increase 9% through the year 2027, while non-STEM employment is forecast to increase at 7%. Unemployment rates in STEM over the last 3 years are at less than 2%, while non-STEM unemployment is 2 times higher. Since 2005, the Institute for Advanced Learning and Research has been focused on a research and innovation agenda directed at economic development and diversifying the skill base of our citizens to include strengthening STEM knowledge. In an effort to support students who are interested in STEM careers, the IALR Foundation is proud to offer 2 $1,000 scholarships specifically for graduate of distinction recipients. In addition to the monetary award, our recipients will receive a copy of Chasing Space, signed by the author Leland Melvin, a NASA astronaut and resident of Lynchburg, Virginia. On behalf of the IALR Foundation, I would like for the following 2 students to please come forward to receive their award. Evelyn Villalobos Garcia, and Isaiah Jenkins. Go Who's! Charlottesville. Thank you very much, and congratulations, class of 2018.
Again, as we close this evening, I want to take a time to especially, I can't talk tonight, especially thank our parents for your children. They have truly been a gift to us and a blessing. To those teachers, you really should be proud of what you have accomplished in these young men and women. And to our graduates, I want you to dream big. Tonight is one of your dreams you've accomplished. June 1st and 2nd will be another. But then I want you to dream even bigger. Do not let anyone discourage you. To quote Eleanor Roosevelt, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. But if at some point, 5 years from now, 10 years, or 15, you still haven't reached your dream, I want you to think back to your childhood. No, I don't mean everything you learned in kindergarten. I want you to go to Disney. I've had this tune in my head all week. I'm not going to sing it, but I do. If you start doubting yourself, I want you to think of this Disney tune. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come shining through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wished will come true. There's a second verse. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're feeling small. Alone in the night you whisper, thinking no one can hear you at all. You wake with the morning sunlight to find fortune that is smiling on you. Don't let your heart be filled with sorrow, for all you know tomorrow, the dream that you wish will come true. I wish all your dreams come true. Congratulations. Please be safe. Again, our graduates stand up. And let's give them another round of applause.